Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the world of Albion Online. I hope you all are doing well. It's been a hot second since I've booted up old Albion, but we are back, and we are going to have some fun today with something a little bit new. So, moving forward with Albion, I think I'm going to be using these episodes to delve into certain builds that I like, how they play, what's required of them, and how they function in PvE settings, PvP settings, and various other things. So, I want to stress this is entirely unscripted, so bear with me. This is just, a casual dude trying to have a casual conversation with people. I am by no means an Albion expert, so definitely take your advice from elsewhere. I'm just trying to have a good time and, chit chat about a game I enjoy. So I hope you enjoy it as well. So what are we going to be looking at today? Well, you've probably seen it in my previous gameplay videos, but we're going to be starting off with a build that I've adopted as one of my main builds, and that is a Crypt Candle light crossbow build. Alright, well, why start off with this build? Well, first and foremost, the reasons I absolutely adore it is back when I was mainlining Albion a little bit more frequently than I do nowadays. I went through a very harsh and very unfortunate series of deaths and losing, my stuff over and over again. So I'm like, we're going to take a break from PvP. And I looked up a build that was incredibly good with PvP or PvE. And that's what I decided to go with. So why is the light crossbow build good with PvE? Well, for one, the explosive bolt shot perfecto with dealing with lots of mobs. Thundershot, well, if you're doing a lot of PvE, you're still going to have to deal with dungeon bosses. That's a great way to start off engagements with bosses, and the exploding shot just adds on to the AoE potential. So, very decent for clearing out mobs. Again, what I'm trying to accomplish with this build is just to get off as many as those explosive shots as possible in a short amount of time. So, with well prepared, every 4 spells cast, you reset the cooldown of the explosive shot. Perfecto. For the armor, I went with the Assassin's Hood just to get extra cooldown for even more area damage. I like the Mercenary Jacket and a lot of things for the Bloodlust ability. That gives good sustain on the battlefield. And, again, same for the Soldier's Boots. Rejuvenating Sprint has always been a classic, and it's always felt very clean to me. So, and the Crypt Candle, just for additional bonus, you're going to be pretty mobile, and you're going to have a lot of healing. So, the downside on the defense, if you play your cards right, shouldn't really matter too much. And just for additional AoE, I went with the Thetterford Cape to get that additional clear. And yeah, this build can be a monster at times with clearing out the chaff of a level. So for additional help with the bosses, just Poison Potion, can't hurt just to get additional single target damage. And for even more cooldown, we went with the Pork Omelet. Alright, so let's go see this build on the battlefield. Just going to be running a single player expedition, then to get some PvP footage in a relatively safe environment, we'll go take this over to Arena. Hopefully the wait times aren't too long. Alright, well, let us pop our pork omelet and away we go. That's where the lightning bolt off the Thetterford Cape. I love it so much. Yeah, more often than not, I've seen this build work pretty well in corrupted dungeons. PvP, for ganking, granted, I don't know shit for ganking in this game, but I would imagine it would not be the best for ganking since it is so focused around AoE damage. Yeah, it definitely might not be the build for that. Well, ganking alone, I should say. If you're ganking in a party, might be a good supporting piece. I don't know. I'm sure there are experts out there who could tell me otherwise, but... So yeah, pretty much, with with low-level expeditions like this, I mean, you can still pretty much, you can tank most things and play a relatively aggressive game, so there's not too much to worry about, but this is just to demo the potential of this build and give you a little bit of an idea of what it looks like. So yeah, just continually rotate between the exploding shot and the explosive bolt, and you should be good with most things. Occasionally now I'll throw in one of the sundering shots just to, you know, help the time pass a little bit quicker. But we should not be under any real threat in this game, he says. Yeah, you know, this definitely was not my first choice in build. When I started off, I went hard with the two-handed build, with the Claymore, and yeah, I went crazy on that for a while. Just felt so clean with that lock-on dash. But 1 second, just want to double check something. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was still recording. I've had a couple episodes where I've recorded the whole thing only to realize I never turned OBS on. So, yeah, that lock-on dash with the Claymore is just freaking great sometimes. Oh, alright, challenge myself to see if I can kill all these rats in one shot. Alright, don't aggro, don't aggro. Hell yeah, brother. And yeah, I got myself like kitted out all the way with like 7.3 armor, 7.3 weapon, and it was freaking hot. But I realized that with one's ability to, let's say, quickly lose possession of their gear in this game, that having one very expensive set of armor was not really worth taking out. So we after I lost it for the first 2 times, I'm like, you know, maybe it's time we switch up, and if you're gonna buy something fancy, go with you know, lower tier stuff that, you know, you can at least still feel flashy. But it's not as much of a financial hit if for whatever reason you decide to venture into the lands of aggression. Okay, yeah, I'm just, again, just trying to stay mobile. Very easy to get out of abilities with this build. I mean, the rejuvenating sprints is perfect. I mean, again, nothing really too challenging this expedition. But once we get to arena, that'll be a good test. It'll be weird going back to normal queues after I've been doing so much healer gameplay. That 5-second queue. Yep. So again, just all the AoE clear is what you're hoping for with this. We should be getting up to a mini boss pretty soon, so show the other side of this build. Don't want to forget the coins. Alright, yep. So this guy can be a little bit tricky, but just start with a Thunder Shot, some poison, and then just keep your butt moving. Every now and again, when a boss's cooldown comes undone, and you have a second to breathe, you can just reapply the Thunder Shot. And it is pretty easy. I mean, for the single target bosses like this, you could switch back over to the first ability of the light crossbow, but I haven't really found that's necessary. Sprint to top me off. I love these guys. Especially whatever these whack jobs are. Love their little shield. Alright, you. Where you at? Okay. I mean, again, I'll go ahead and Thunder Shot it just to get it down. I mean, you got enough cooldown and speed with this build that more often than not, with these lower level dungeons, you should be able to clear out even most single entities pretty damn quickly. You know, I gotta remember to save that freaking lightning bolt off the cape into situations where it can actually matter, like this one coming up here. That was a bit of a poor shot. That's why we have explosions. We do a little bit of pyrotechnics here at the Saxon Knight Gaming. Okay. Easy does it. Oh yeah, there's a section up here where we got two of these freaking long range assholes back to back. It's always very annoying because you're engaged in a fight with other things while these two guys are shoving you around. But should be relatively easy. Rat. Oh, so how much? Alright, just keep moving. Definitely, you can pop your cooldown abilities. Again, important thing with this build is just keep moving. Don't let them land too many hits on you. And just continually keep popping the AoE out. I mean, again, in the single entity situation, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, you wanna stay nimble, especially when you get into fights against actual other players. That's when it will become challenging. I think we're getting close to the end here. Yeah, boss is a cakewalk here, so shouldn't be too bad. Okay. And, yep, we're here. Alright, well, we will start off with a potion and a sunder shot. Get my cooldown going crazy. Doesn't really matter too much if you take a hit or two. You know, good sir, maybe I will catch this. Some bosses are a little bit more challenging than others with this build. The frickin' Morgana Torturer, I have an eternal hatred of. But, yeah, this build does do relatively well against most bosses. Alright, so that was against NPCs. Let's go see how this does against more skilled individuals, one might be able to say. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Lemhurst is popping today. Okay, and in we go. Yep, so we'll see how Albion content goes on the channel so far. I'm still definitely very interested in playing the game. It's just last semester of college is being the last semester of college, so my focus has to be elsewhere, and the Magic videos do come a little bit easier, but never fear. We will try to keep channel content as diverse as possible. Maybe teach myself a little bit more about Albion and get really good at it as time goes on. Who knows? Who knows? I think I finally ran out of premium, and I'm debating whether or not I wanna re-up it. I suppose if I want to go back out gathering, that's a good idea. Mostly I've just been sticking to farming on my island and doing, I guess, what could be seen as your dailies. It's less thought and effort that way. Yeah, that's you know, a good little circular routine that I can recommend for anyone who's, you know, just looking to get a chill Albion experience and doesn't want to gather too much. if you got the premium island, yeah, just setting it up for farming so you have something to do. I got mine set up for tier 6 health potions right now, as I was told a while ago that they were selling for a decent amount. Um, yeah, farming, doing your dailies, and maybe a run or two in arena. I would highly recommend checking out a healer build because you can be in and out of arena very fast. Do apologize if my can of sparkling water got caught up on the mic there. Yeah, I've been trying to get away from diet sodas recently. I mean, the reason I got into them heavily, I was never a big soda drinker. God, I just abhorred any form of excess sugar. Well, excuse me, a little bit early in the morning for me. I abhorred any form of excess sugar since I was back in high school in an attempt to live a more healthier lifestyle, and I was crazy big into unsweet tea and green tea, and I was a very big tea drinker. But recently, I don't know if it's some medication I'm taking or my metabolism as I'm starting to lift more weights. But my freaking hunger has just doubled in the last year to two, and I read online somewhere that sodas or carbonated drinks at the very least can help, sate that appetite a little bit more. So I gave it a try, and it does help. But I have been informed repeatedly by some family members of the negative ill side effects to drinking diet. So we are trying to spice it up a bit and switch over to sparkling water, which kind of has the same filling effect without any of the possible side effects. I do not know. Honestly, probably for arena, I probably could have switched over my poison potion to a mana potion, but oh well. Wonder, is it worth? maybe I'll switch it over to a cleanse. Yeah, probably better for arena anyway. Alright, well, here's hoping everybody shows up. It's no problem when your wait time for a healer is only like 5 seconds, and you can go through 3 or 4 people not showing up before getting to an match and still be fine. Of course. That's life, what can we say? Another one should be up relatively quickly. Oh, look at these two guys go. I think that's a claw build of some sort. I tried out claws for a while, and they were very fun. So this is going to be interesting in arena. I haven't taken this build. Wait, it's waiting on me? Oh shit. I forgot you got to click and channel it. So far my experience with arena has been a lot of single target damage and just overwhelming. So taking an AoE build into arena, that's going to be a first. Don't know how effective it will be, but we will find out together. Alright, and in we go. Still got the omelet, yep. I still think all of this is good. A rejuvenating sprint for the heal. Got the cleanse. Is there anything else I should take out of my chest piece? I don't think so. Oh, that's right, we're going this way. Whoopsie! Alright. I don't know what the heck this guy is. This guy's running down here. I've never seen this item before, but... daggers, frost mage, and maybe a pyromancer of sorts? I don't know. Well, we're definitely going to be trying to stay in the back line here. Well, we're off to a quick start. Alright, we're dealing good damage though. Very good damage. Oh, that was a misclick and a half. Thank you, rejuvenating sprint. I hate the auto lock-on system in this game. I mean, I know that's not the game's fault. Well, it's something that I can easily work out with my keybinds, but I'm lazy. So it might take me a second or two to figure out what exactly is going on with that. Okay. We seem to be doing alright. You know, like most arena players, we seem to have forgotten that the runestones up top exist. I'm scared to figure out who might be coming over. Okay. God, whatever this frickin' punching build is, I do not approve. Healer, I would very much approve if you healed. Healed people other than yourself. Alright, well that went surprisingly better than I thought. We do some pretty dang good damage. Team is doing relatively well. Alright, bursted that guy down pretty good. Let's get out of here, Scoob. Alright. I mean, all things considered, we're doing an okay job. Alright. Guess our healer just decided to stay at the top runes. Oh, not our healer. Okay. That was a long-ass ability. I have no idea what it was, but... Okay, our explosive shot deals a pretty dang good amount of damage. Do we really just let them have that runestone? That is unfortunate. Alright. We will start off with this top runestone here. Please contest the middle. Team! Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty. I mean, I can only assume a fight was going on down there, and they had, you know, us push back pretty bad, but I do not know that for certain. Okay, we're doing good on the kill count. All right, well, once again, somebody's got to take these runestones, and it might as well be me. Not all heroes wear capes. Ah, God. Yikes. Okay, maybe that wasn't the play. I don't know. We just seem to be lacking a front line on this team, in my expert opinion. Okay. Again, surprisingly enough, we seem to still be doing okay with the kills. Okay, maybe I'll stay down here. Alright. Oh, that is a little bit spicy on the damage there. God, this stun is cringe. Okay. Ah. It does not look like this match is going our way, which is strange, but yeah, it's got better objective play than us. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Rip. I could have popped the bloodlust there. That was a fat finger and a half. Still getting used to the frickin' auto lock-ons with this build. You know, something... Apologies if I tap the mic there. Something tells me we are not getting away with this. Got the guy screaming in frickin' Russian. That's always nice. I have no idea what this is, but... You know, surprisingly enough, AoE has not been too terrible. Alright, if y'all can contest that, we can try to make a play. If we can secure these top 2 rune stones, that's no good. Okay, there's a chance we might be able to turn this around. Alright, healer, you and me. Alright, I gotta focus, probably focus in the mage. Keep me alive, healer! Oh no. Oh no. Trying to snipe this cheeky ass mage. That is unfortunate. Yep. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. Well, all things considered, got a lot of assists. Let's see. It does break down damage, doesn't it? I could swear that arena stats. Okay. Once upon a time. Oh, yeah, I think it's this page. Alright, so that's outgoing damage. I mean, I wasn't last. Alright, yeah, I mean, it wasn't too terrible. Could be better, but alright, boys, that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the build. Comment down below if you'd like to see anything else in the near future, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.